Hello. Hey guys, I'm back. Welcome. Hold on. I see Sous Chef is there. Hey Sous Chef. Welcome to the show, girl. All right, you guys. We are here. Thank you guys for joining the Cooking Jello show. Oh, you look cute, Mom. Let's put you up there. Let me see y'all. Y'all looking cute today. Hold on.
No makeup on. I don't belong on the big screen. You
Um,
is that a new apron?
it's not. Yeah. Well, I haven't been wearing it, but
Very cute.
it has a skirt too. A skirt.
Oh,
Thank you. Am I buffering? Am I freezing?
no.
Oh, okay, good. Perfect. Hey, Dominique. Hey, little sister. Welcome to the show. Thank you for joining the show. I know, right? Don't they look cute? Granny had come onto the show, and I'm like, Granny, you look so cute. So, yes, guys, we are here. Thank you all for joining the show. I am your host, Jello, and this is the Cooking Jello Show. I'm super excited for what we're going to be making on today. And I'm ready to get into it. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at what we're making today. Today, we're going to be making a cheesy butternut squash gratin and a stuffed chicken breast, which is optional. I'm making that to go along with my gratin. Some of you who may be choosing not to partake in meat definitely don't have to um, do this part of it. So we're gonna start with the butternut squash au gratin or gratin. You're gonna need 1.5 pound of butternut squash, which I have a butternut squash here. And I'm going to show you guys, we're going to peel this bad boy. We're going to slice him up and we're going to make him taste super great. So I have my butternut squash. Then you're going to need 2 tablespoons of olive oil for your butternut squash, salt and pepper, or whatever seasoning that you would like to use. You're going to need some thyme. So I have my salt and pepper and thyme already mixed here. And my seasoning thing, Granny, I got everything portioned out and measured. So we got it today. Everything is portioned out. And then you're going to need 1.5 pound of Yukon Gold potatoes. Oh, here are potatoes here. Here are my potatoes. Now make sure you do wash your potatoes. Give them a nice scrub. Okay. You also want to make sure with your potatoes that there aren't any like holes in it. You know, some people don't know how to pick a good potato, but that's what you want to make sure. You make sure it doesn't have any deep cuts or like holes in it. Okay. You're then going to need 1 cup of milk and 1 cup of heavy cream, which I have here already. I have the milk and the cream already in our mason jar here, already portioned out. And you're going to need a 4th cup of butter. So we have our 4th cup of butter here. You're going to need 1.5 cups of grated. Okay, I don't know how to say this. Mom, did you look this up? Do you know how to say this? Because you know you fancy. Gruyere. I think it's called Gruyere or Gruyere cheese. If you guys know how to say it, phonetically type it out for me so we can pronounce it correctly. But nonetheless, I could not find it graded. I did find it in a package. It came in like a block. Hope you guys can see that. Is it blurry?
It's Gruyere.
Gruyere.
Mm-hmm.
Gruyere. Okay. So I found it. Say it again.
Gruyere.
Gruyere. Thank you. Gruyere. So I couldn't find it graded, but I did find it like I said in a block. So what I did was I took it and I just literally cut it up in like bite-sized pieces, which is fine because all we're gonna do is just melt this down anyway. So I have my 1 cup and a half of the Gruyere cheese. I hope I said that right. And then you're gonna need
Gruyere.
a cup
Gruyere.
Gruyere,
So think hair.
Gruyere,
Gruyere.
Gruyere. Okay, Gruyere. I think I got that. And then we have 1 cup of Parmesan cheese. Okay. Oh wait, so this is my cup of Parmesan cheese because we're also gonna need this is actually mozzarella and Gouda cheese. We're gonna need that for our chicken, but we'll get to that. So that's what we're gonna need for the gratin, the butternut gratin. The utensils you're gonna need a casserole dish, spoon, fork, knife, measuring cup and spoon, a cutting board, bowl, and a medium pot. Okay. All right. So to start our gratin, you're going to go ahead and preheat your oven to 425 degrees. Okay, 425. Then in a bowl, what we're gonna do, well, what we'll do is I'm gonna show you guys how we're gonna peel this and cut this bad boy up. But you're after we do that, we're then gonna toss it in a bowl of olive oil, salt, pepper, and thyme, and we're gonna do the same thing for our potato. Okay, so come back once we we'll come back to the instructions once we get everything cut up with our butternut squash and the potatoes. So one thing I learned about the squash. So let me tell y'all something real quick. Okay, I gotta tell y'all real quick. Okay, I'm trying to make it quick. So my dad, y'all, told me that my show was too long. He was like, "Can you break this down? You give us." I said, "Well, that's the point of the show. The show is supposed to be educational, informative, and it's sassy, saucy, and savory." Okay, so this is in honor of him. What I learned about the butternut squash is when you go to pick your butternut squash, you want it to have a consistent beige color. Okay, you want it to not have any brown spots. You don't want there to be any deep gashes, any cuts on your butternut squash. You also want to take a look at your stem. You want your stem to be firm. You want it to be intact. You don't want to touch your stem and it falls off, or you don't want the stem to be soft and mushy. So that's how you want to pick your butternut squash. Because remember, the last time we used butternut squash, it was on the instant show, and we bought that thing already pre-cut, and so we didn't have to worry about what it looked like. Okay, so butternut squash. If you guys want to pick out one, I think I picked out the perfect looking butternut squash here. Okay,
I was going to say it is actually very beautiful.
thank you, thank you,
Yes,
thank
it's a good
you.
one. Good one.
All right, so what I'm going to do, all right, I'm gonna move my potatoes back. You want to grab a knife. Make that one. Which one do I want? I need a big knife. So you're gonna grab you a big knife, and you're also going to need a like potato peeler. Okay. And let me see. I want to make sure I have you guys can see if I turn the camera on. Okay. So I'm gonna add this. I'm not freezing or anything like that, right, guys? No. Okay. Maybe it's just on my end. I seem like I'm doing the robot, but that's okay. I'm gonna keep the show going. All right. So the first thing we want to do is wash your butternut squash. And when I say wash, of course, I don't mean with soap and water. Just get you some water, give it a nice scrub, and make sure you get any dirt off of it. Make sure that yeah, you just give it a nice scrub, okay? And then what we're gonna do is we're going to what I see is you're gonna hold the base of your butternut squash, and we're going to get the get the skin off the neck of the butternut squash. That's the easiest part first. So we're gonna get that. Be careful with your potato peeler as well, because you don't want to peel off your finger. So always go opposite your body. Okay. Y'all laughing at me? Okay. So we have our stem. Go ahead and you want to get down to your stem. Go ahead and peel the skin off. All right. And then the next thing you're going to do, we're going to do now the bottom part. So now I would stand it up to give you more control because it is round. You don't want to do this and it starts rolling all over the place. So you can now stand it up here, and then you're just going to go down the butt, if you will. It's probably much easier than what I'm making it look and sound.
No, you're doing a good job.
Oh
I
yeah.
I did one once before, and
Mhm.
it took me a minute to get through it because it's
Yeah.
not the easiest shape.
Right.
Only reason I like buying them like that instead of already cut up is you spend a little bit less and you get a lot more.
Exactly. Because this thing was 92 cents.
Yeah.
I'ma just tell you that. What I bought last last Wednesday or Wednesday before last for
Was it
the
$5, 5.99?
yep, $5.
You could have had
So
five of those.
huh?
You could have had five whole squash.
Exactly.
What you paid for that one
So
little container.
right. So it's easier to just go ahead on and just buy the whole vegetable or fruit and just cut it up yourself. Look on YouTube if you need help. Oh, okay, y'all. I gotta see that. Whew. Okay, so because I'm not cooking for an army, guess what? I'm gonna stop right here. Or should I try? Let me see. Let's see if I can. Oh, okay, okay. All right now. I guess that this butternut squash wants to be used in my recipe because I was just about to say we just gonna stop right here. But it's coming along. It's coming along. Okay. Just be careful, guys, if you're doing it how I'm doing it, because it is kind of slippery. And I just don't want any mistakes. I already got a burn mark. I burned myself the other day, guys. Trying to. What was that? Oh, I burned it on the show.
Cooking show, yep, on your
Yeah,
Insta.
and I burned my stomach. But I didn't want to tell you. Did I tell y'all that? I think I told you that. I burned my stomach too. How you do that? Anyway. All right, guys. So we're done because we're gonna do anyway is just cut off the bottom of that and the top of it. So, all right. I've definitely done my arm exercises for the week. So we're gonna move this over to garbage. All right. So what I'm gonna do? Let me rinse off your hands. All right. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're going to now grab our knife. Well, let's do this part first. So where the neck and the bottom kind of meet, we're gonna go ahead and cut this in half. Be careful, please. And then we're gonna do the same thing for the top. You want to get that off. So take your time. And then what we're gonna do, so now you should have your neck. Can y'all see this? Your neck should look like this. Okay. And what you're gonna do is put it down on one side flat. And we're gonna cut it straight down the middle. Okay. And now we have a perfect butternut squash that we can go ahead and slice up. Okay. So that's how you do your neck. To do the butt, pretty much the same way. So we're gonna try and go ahead and get this butt part off so we can get us a flat surface. Just be careful, guys, okay? This is actually a pretty sharp knife. This butternut squash is, I cut too thick into it. Look how beautiful that looks on the inside. Doesn't it look good? Oh my goodness, that looks so good. So then now we can stand the butt part up straight and solid. So we have a firm grip on that. And we're going to do the same thing. Cut this in half. Now with the butt, there is an inside. Okay. So all you're going to do is grab your spoon. I'm just going to grab a little plate here. So you're going to grab your spoon and you're just going to gut that bad boy. Okay. I'm just going to gut them out.
Ooh, now that's making me want to go and get a squash, gut it out, and stuff it with some like meatless Italian sausage or some kind of
Oh,
crumble. Ooh, and some maybe some zucchini and
that
some other
sounds really
bell
good.
pepper crushed up. Ooh, yeah.
We will
Mm,
make that on the show one day. Next, the next show. That would be good.
looks like that would be delicious.
Yeah, it would. I've actually seen that, like the stuffed butternut squash.
Okay, yeah, well, we need to try it.
So it's really not hard to gut it, as you guys can see. It's fairly pliable on the inside, the gut part. So we're just gonna toss it. I know some people are like, you can save this, do something with the seeds or something. I don't know. I don't know what you can do with it, but if you know what you can do with it, then you go ahead and do that. Okay. So okay. So let's see here. We got some comments going on. Hey, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Is this keto friendly? So it is keto friendly. This is a great healthy meal that you can make. You might want to just watch your cheese. I know that there are certain cheeses that you can and can't have with the keto. So, but yes, so keto is pretty much high fat, low carb type, and this recipe is perfect for that. The main carb that you have really is your cheese, and some within your milk. But yes, to answer that question. Welcome to the show, Nicole. Thank you for joining us. And let's, hold on. My other comments, you guys. Uh, Looks like gutting a pumpkin. Yes, it does look like it's gutting a pumpkin. All right, so now that we are done with our butternut squash, I'm going to move these items. All right, and what we're going to do now, we can take our one side and we're going to do this a quarter of an inch thick. Okay, so that's about here. If you guys can see that. So we're just going to go ahead and do our slices. You don't want them too thin like that. like I just did, because then it'll turn into mush. So we're gonna set that one off to the side. So take your time when you're cutting your butternut squash because it's not super hard to cut into, or maybe this is just a really good knife, but it's not that hard to cut into. So just go ahead and make your slices. So you guys know generally. Hey, I'm Rachel. Welcome to the show. Thank you for joining. We're making a cheesy butternut squash gratin. So on Sundays we generally talk about what we watch during the week, and lately I've been kind of into this on PBS. They've been showing a documentary type thing called um, Another Name for Slavery. I think that's the name of it, Another Name for Slavery, and it actually talks about peontism. That's right, Mom. Right? Is that what it's called? Peonage.
Yeah, peonage, and then they did call it peon. Like you know when, well, I was gonna say when we were growing up, but that's your auntie and I were growing up. They used to call people peons, and I don't think people really knew where that came from. So, but go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh
Hmm.
no, I mean you could give us the history because you know really about this. I was just watching it on PBS, and it was very interesting how um people can still be free but yet still be stuck in bondage. And you know I don't know, guys. Today our church service was like really good, and we were talking about the spirit of torment, and just thinking about the pietism and all of that. It was like a torment to African American people during that time because they knew they were free. Then there were laws that were made that made it pretty much impossible for African Americans to just kind of be, and that will put them into slavery. So if you guys get a chance, I don't know how long they're showing it or when they're showing it. I just know like this weekend was pretty much when they showed the history about it, and it was very interesting. So if you guys get a chance, definitely check it out. PBS, I'll be looking for my royalty too. But I mean, it was a great show. Thank you for putting out there for us. But um, so yeah, check that out. And then what else did I watch this week? I think that was pretty much it that like kind of stuck with me was just that. Any of you watch anything special this week?
No, no, but that peonage was really interesting.
Yeah,
Um,
tell us a little bit more about that.
yeah, so essentially what it was after the slaves were emancipated or made free, if they owed any debt, which in most cases they would have owed some debt, right? The masters would make sure that they owed some debt, and some that didn't owe debt, they would still say that they owed debt. And so peonage, essentially what they would do is they called that debt slavery. So if you owed any debt, then the person you owed had the right to then become your master, and you were enslaved to work for them because you owed a debt. And so, it's really interesting. I remember when I first thought about how peonage is still going on today was when Dr. Graham was teaching that financial class, and how she was talking about how to not owe people and don't be the borrower, but we're to be the lender and not the borrower. And then it made me think about that whole thing that I had learned when I was going through that class at DePaul, the post traumatic slave syndrome, because there really is a syndrome behind it. And
Hmm.
all of that connected so until the point to where I was like, I don't want to open, I want no debt, no debt. And it's so critically important that we really understand the history of things that have occurred and then really understand where we are today and how we need to um, manage our finances in the most responsible way, because we don't want to be slave to someone that we borrow from, whether that's, your credit card, your car note, your house note, things like that. I mean, some of those things, yeah, you have it, it's a necessity, but then there are ways that we should manage accordingly. So
Exactly. Yeah, and then so this was like peonage. Am I saying that right? Peonage. It
yeah,
was made legal by this judge, and so they would then just pay like I think to have a slave. Well, they were free, but to have this to happen or for you to get someone to work for you was like I think they said $5 a day. Like $5 a day. It was like a $4.5 million. But this is what they said on PBS. It was a 4 point something $1 million business doing peonage. So it was. I'm just like it was really uh, eye opening. It was kind of like oh my goodness. And then people who were in jail because that's what they did. They put them in jail, and so you can kind of if you look at today, how today's jail system works, we kind of can put two and two together. But regardless, they let me move that off my face so I can see my face. um, but they will put them in jail, and there were really bad working conditions. I believe that they said that more African Americans died during their peonage or what have you than slavery because they then had to like sign their rights because then that meant that the person can beat them, they could torture them, they had no rights. They had no rights whatsoever. And some of their family members are writing to the president to let them know like, hey, my loved one has been in jail for past their time because you had to work, past a certain time. And so they were saying, my family member has been there past the time. And those letters were disregarded. And then at one point, they eventually did make it illegal to have peonage. And
1867.
1867, okay, thank you. So at one point, it became illegal. However, just like we know, a lot of things are illegal, but people still have and still do. And so, there really weren't that many repercussions for those people who were found guilty of still doing peonage. No one was reprimanded for killing a person who was in jail. And so that really it opens your mind because it's like you hear stories, but this wasn't taught in school. Like I don't remember being in school and they telling me about this. They talk about the emancipation and then they move on. But they don't talk about how that there were years, centuries of peonage still going on up until like the 1980s. Not 1980s, like 18 yeah, 19 what was it like
It
19
was it was outlawed in 1867, but
mm-hmm.
like you said, it still continues. I mean,
Still continues. So
it's
if you
it's
guys
a more subtle way, but it still continues.
yeah. So if you get a chance, check it out. But all right guys, so here are my butternut squash slices. As you can see, they look beautiful. I'm not gonna do the butt because I don't need it. I don't need all that. So I'm just gonna set that to the side and we're gonna move our butt over. Move your butt over. Okay. So then we're gonna move over to our potatoes. Okay, so my potatoes are already clean and washed. I'm just gonna set them over here. And so what I'm gonna do, I guess I could just go ahead and peel these too, real quick. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do this real quick. So that was what I watched. That was pretty interesting. It had me like stuck to the TV. It's good to know your history. Good to know what was real, not the fake news. All right. So we're gonna peel up these potatoes real quick. All right. Got one done. Did you say PBS? Yes. Sister Nay was on PBS WTCW channel 11. That's what it was on. And then they have like a special thing, like if you want to purchase it for educational purposes or what have you. But it was really good because I like PBS because they do like reenactments almost, of of those times. So it'd be cool to check it out. Have your young people, your kids, look at it so that they have a little when they go back to school and things are being said, they'll be able to say, well, what I saw on TV, on PBS, what I learned at home is that's what I did. And then I stopped getting picked on at school. But that's another story. But that's another story. They stopped answering my questions. All right. So this one kind of got like a booty thing in it. Sorry guys. That's my word today, I guess. So I don't know if I'm gonna use this potato. This one. So like when you're peeling potatoes, guys, good thing to look at is as you're peeling it,
We can't see it. You have to pull it down.
oh,
Okay, now we can see.
so as you're peeling potatoes, like I don't know, this mark to me is I'm not gonna use this potato, right, Granny? Correct. So you want to make sure as you're peeling potatoes, if you see anything, you know, you don't wanna use it, cut it off or what have you.
That's correct.
So all right, so we're gonna set that one to the side. So I'm teaching you guys. I want to just now. I'm gonna tell you. I told you guys once before, but I did a soup kitchen, and they would just be like, "Hey, just put that in. Just go ahead and put it in there. The heat will kill it." I was like, I don't know about that, but okay,
If the heat doesn't kill it, it'll kill you.
okay, right. And I'm not gonna take a chance. So you do just want to make sure that you are paying attention to what your food looks like. Okay, because that's very important. All right. So I'm gonna do just 3 potatoes. Well, I had four, but I'm just gonna see how much I get with these 3 potatoes. We're gonna do the same thing um, that we did with the butternut squash. We're gonna slice it. The way I'm doing these potatoes, the food nowadays, boy, it's like you might as well just grow your own. But I'm gonna do the best I can with these rounds. All right, so we're almost done with this one. Okay, so we now have 3 potatoes that we're gonna cut. I'm just going to clean up the station here, and then I'll bring this camera back. Okay, so what's cooking? Good looking. Hey, Auntie Lila, welcome to the show. We are making a butternut squash. Let me add the camera back. Butternut squash gratin. So again, you want to go ahead and cut these into 1/4 inch thick slices as well. Now, depending upon how who you're making it for, how much you're making, will determine how many layers you do. Because that's what we're gonna do. Layer this. It's almost gonna be like a lasagna, if you will. All right. So now when I'm getting to the butt, I just cut. I don't know if you guys saw that. I'm sorry. I just cut the bottom so I can get a more stable foundation for my potato. And also, please be careful when you're cutting because this is a very sharp knife. And I'm just trying to focus. Okay. I'm just gonna cut that off just to make it kind of even. We're gonna put that on top of our butternut squash. And the nice thing about this now, guys, no matter how imperfect my potato look, once it's done, it's gonna look so beautiful. You won't even tell. They won't know. They're not gonna know.
They're gonna know.
They're gonna know. They're not gonna know.
How are they gonna know? They'll never know.
They'll never know. All right. And this is perfect for this season. Coming into our winter Christmas season, this might be a nice dish for you to make for the Christmas parties. Right. We just got one more potato, and then we'll be cooking with gas, guys. Okay, this is the most that we had to do. I probably could have cut up a few, well, most of it before the show, but hey, Sunday we cooking together. We're almost done. I'm gonna cut the bottom so I can get a nice.
We lost your other camera.
Oh, oh, it's hot in here.
Yeah. We can't see you using your Coco Gadget muscles.
I know, right? Well, thanks to this sharp knife, I don't have to use much of it. All right, you guys. So I'm done with my potatoes. I'm gonna throw the other pieces away. And then what we'll do is I'm going to grab a bigger bowl. I'm gonna set this over here. All right, 1 second, guys. Wait for our other thing to cool off. I'm just gonna grab another bigger bowl. Okay. So we're going to, I'm just gonna wipe this out. We're going to put some of our potatoes and our butternut squash. I promise I won't go too far so you guys can't see. I'm just transferring them from the plate to the bowl now. Okay. I think I got enough of. Well, first, you know what? Let me do it this way because we're gonna layer it different, and I don't want to have to try to scramble to pick out what I want. So I'm gonna first do the. Well, it doesn't matter which way you do it, guys. Just put it in the bowl, okay? And we're gonna drizzle our 2 tablespoons of olive oil and put our seasoning. All right, our phone is back together. I moved it from where it was, so hopefully it doesn't get hot again. Okay. All right, guys. So we're gonna take our 2 tablespoons of olive oil. We're gonna add that. We're then going to take our other seasoning, our salt and pepper, and that's the salt and pepper. And then I'm gonna take the thyme and my other seasonings. Again, you can season it however you like. The thyme is gonna give it a nice flavor with that butter and the squash. All right, and I'm gonna go back to our instructions, guys. I'm just gonna grab some gloves as well. So we're gonna toss that in the olive oil with our seasoning. And then we're gonna put in a pot, we're gonna put our milk, the heavy cream, and our butter. We're gonna go ahead and bring that to a simmer. So I don't think you guys too much care about putting that in the pot. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put the milk, cream, the butter, milk, cream, and butter in a pot. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn that on to a simmer. Okay. Move this over. All right, so I have on some gloves because I don't want to get my hands all messy again. Ugh. We're gonna kind of make sure the olive oil, our seasoning gets on all of our pieces here. And if you need to add more, which I think I do, because I had some at the bottom, I'm just gonna add a little bit more. Especially those potatoes, they're sticking together. They have more liquid than the um, butternut squash once you cut it. Okay, so all my pieces look like they pretty much have some seasoning on it and olive oil. Okay, cool. So you're gonna grab your casserole dish that you're gonna use. And I'm gonna grab some spray also, just to so it doesn't stick. I'm using cheese too. So, all right. So we're going to start layering our stuff. But I'm going to check on our sauce. Okay, so it's not has not come to a simmer just yet. So we're gonna give it just a little bit more time for that to come to a simmer. Okay. All right. So once that does come to a simmer, what we're gonna do is we're then gonna begin layering the gratin. We're gonna start first with our cream mixture, followed by some squash. We're gonna put the squash on top. Then we're gonna do the handful of the cheese and parmesan, and we're gonna repeat that until we come to the top, or however much you want to put in there. And you're gonna do the top layer with cheese, and then you're gonna put thyme or your seasoning on top of that. Okay. Once you have that done, we're then gonna cover it with foil. We're gonna bake that for 20 minutes. We're gonna check the doneness with the paring knife or toothpick in the middle. You know, you stick it in. If it comes up wet, you know it's still not. It still needs more time. If it comes up dry, you know, it's pretty much done cooking. Um, and then once we are pretty much halfway there, we'll go ahead and remove the foil, cook it for another 20 minutes until it's nice and golden so we can get our color on it. In the meantime, while that's cooking, of course, we're going to be starting on my stuffed chicken. All right, so our cream is just about simmering. I'm just stirring over here. So over here, I'm going to move it to this one here. All right, guys, so it's almost there. And the reason why we wanted to get to a simmer is so that we can get a head start there on that cream. The cream is just going to help the sauce thicken as it gets hotter and simmers and starts boiling. It gets thicker, so we kind of want to get it to a simmer, so it's more of a thicker cream than a liquid type. Although it's not going to be super thick, but it'll be a little thicker than just water. Okay, so it is simmering. So what we're gonna do now it's boiling. So let me take it off the heat. All right, so I'm just going to first let me move this off of the screen so you guys can see. A piece of stuff was in there. Okay, so we're going to pour some cream in there. Then we're gonna get our butternut squash. You're just gonna put a thin layer on the bottom. You might have to overlap just a little bit just to make sure that there are no gaps, you know, in your layer. And then we're gonna take our Gruyere, Gruyere, you know, what sous chef does.
Gruyere.
Gruyere,
Here.
Gruyere, okay, Gruyere. And we're gonna take some of our Parmesan. That's this. So that's our bottom. Then we're gonna layer a little bit more cream. And then we're gonna layer our potato. Again, you may have to layer just so you don't have too much of a gap in your layer. And the way my potatoes are set up, ooh, I had to layer a little bit. All right, Gruyere, Parmesan, it smells and looks good already to me. I don't know about you, but I'm hungry.
I wish I had
Okay,
smell-o-vision. It looks good.
I'm gonna add some more liquid. Uh-oh, making a mess. And then we're gonna go back with our butternut squash. Can you guys,
Yep,
maybe
we
I'll
see.
swap it that way. Is that a little better?
We can see. We just don't have smell-o-vision.
Right? I think I cut just enough, y'all. Then we're gonna do the rest of our cheese, our Gruyere. Gruyere. I'm gonna get it. Trust
You said it right, Gruyere.
Gruyere. Okay, okay. Getting better. Then we're gonna do some Parmesan. And then our last layer of potato. That one's kind of thick. I don't think I want to use that one. And what I'm gonna do, guys, because at the bottom one, it looks so good. I have some of that olive oil, the season still on there. So what I'm gonna do is I'll take the rest of these out because we're done. What I'm gonna do is just add a little bit more of the seasoning to this. Drizzle that on top. All right, and I'm gonna grab just a little bit more Parmesan cheese and a little. What I do use is some. Use a little bit of Italian cheese. Italian cheese has the mozzarella, provolone. What else it has? Asiago and Parmesan. So I'm gonna use that for my topping. Okay. So we're gonna add that Italian cheese on top. We're gonna put the rest of our cream mixture on top as well. bit more. Because this is cheesy, right? And then we're going to put our seasoning, sprinkle some of our seasoning on top. Okay. And then have our thyme. I put a little salt, pepper, and some other good and savory herb seasonings. Okay. All right, guys. So then we're going to get our foil. And we're going to cover this. And we're going to bake it for 20 minutes. So, Susha, can you give me the timer?
20 minutes?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Don't start just yet.
I know.
Let me get my foil together. How do they make foil so hard? Why do you gotta do all this? Come on. Okay, there we go. After like the first foot of foil. Let me just, size my thing. Let me clean that off. Go ahead and cover this with foil. And we're going to go ahead and put this in the oven for 20 minutes. Okay, guys? So, Susha, you can go ahead and start our timer. So, what we're going to do, I'm going to take just a quick break just so I can clean up my station, grab my other things that we're going to need for the stuffed chicken. And again, this is optional, the stuffed chicken. I wanted to give you guys a meatless meal today, but if you are not cutting out meat, then I'll show you how to make this stuffed chicken. Okay, so we're going to take a quick break and we will be right back. Again, this is your favorite host, Jello, and it's the Cooking Jello Show. We'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back. We're back. All right. And what we're going to start with, thank you guys again for joining us back. This is the Cooking Jello Show. I'm your host, Jello. And what we're making today, I want to go back so I can show you guys what we're making. For those of you who are just joining us, For those of you who are just joining us, we are making a cheesy butternut squash gratin, which is in the oven already. Be in there for about 20 minutes. And what we're going to start on next is our stuffed chicken breast. Okay. All right. So for our stuffed chicken breast, we're going to go over what we need. You're going to need 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 1 teaspoon of butter, 2 garlic cloves minced, which is a tablespoon just about. You're going to need a half a teaspoon of Italian seasoning or whatever seasoning you would like to use to season your chicken. And you want 3 chicken breasts, skinless and boneless. I have 2 chicken breasts that I'm going to be using. You're going to need 2 cups of spinach leaves, roughly chopped and loosely packed. And we have that here. I also added to my greenery because I like to see some color in my food. I'm also adding some asparagus. Okay. You're then going to need a third cup of mozzarella grated. And so what I have is a mixture of mozzarella and Gouda cheese. I love Gouda. And I also have some mushrooms that I already cut up. That is optional. You don't have to add mushrooms. I mean, all this is pretty much optional. You don't have to use it. But I have some mushrooms. I like mushrooms. So I'm going to add some to my chicken. The utensils you're going to need, you're going to need a large pan. You're going to need, or you can use a grill. I'm actually going to use a pan. I was thinking about using my griddle, but I was like, I feel like cleaning that after the show. So I'm just going to go ahead and use my pan. So I have a large pan. You're going to need a spoon, fork, and knife, measuring cups and spoons, cutting board, and a bowl. Okay. So what we're going to do, of course, you're going to rinse your chicken. And then you're going to season the inside and outside of the chicken with half your salt, pepper, or whatever seasoning you're using. We're then going to melt the butter in a skillet over medium-high heat. We're going to add mushrooms and your asparagus to that because we want to kind of soften that up a little bit. And then you're going to, after that, you're going to let that cook for about 3 minutes or so until your mushrooms are golden and your asparagus is fork tender. We're then going to add in the garlic, your thyme, and the remaining seasonings to that, and cook that for a further like minute or two. We're then going to add the spinach. You don't want to add the spinach first because it takes no time for spinach to wilt, and we don't want to lose all of the nutrition out of our spinach. So we're going to add that pretty much at the end. Once everything, our mushrooms and our asparagus is done, we're then going to add the spinach and kind of let the remaining heat, go ahead and wilt the spinach. We'll then take it off the fire, off the heat. Then we're going to go ahead and stuff that mushroom mixture. We're going to then put the cheese. We're going to add some cheese to that mixture as well. And we're going to stuff our chicken with it. We're going to seal it. You can seal it with toothpicks. Or if you don't have toothpicks, that's fine. You just want to either, you can use a press or the chicken breast that I have. I'm pretty sure it's not going to open or what have you. So you don't have to, but if you choose. And then we're going to just cook that in our pan until it is nice and done on both sides. And it, of course, in the middle, of course. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on the other camera. Okay, so, this is the cheese. All right, so what I did, guys, before the show, I went ahead and already cut up my chicken breast. So I'll show you here. So here's my chicken breast. And what I did was I just took a knife and I made myself a pocket. So So as you can see, it's not cut all the way through. It gives us a nice pocket. We're gonna stuff it and cook it like that. So before the show, what I did was I also what I did on the inside, I made some cuts in there just so our seasonings can get in there and it'll be seasoned all the way through. It's nothing like some unseasoned chicken, okay? But I had this marinating, guys, a little bit of lemon juice, some black peppercorn, some herbs, and some olive oil. So I had kind of already marinating with just a little bit of seasonings. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off these. This one glove, I'll take the other one. Because I didn't really season it, I just put a little bit. I'm just going to add a little bit more seasoning to the inside and the outside of my chicken. Okay. Want it nice and seasoned on both sides. And I'm going to go ahead and grab my other piece and do the same thing. And like I said, I didn't season it. I just put some lemon juice and a little salt and pepper and a little herbs and kind of let it sit. Probably sat for about an hour before the show. Okay. So we got chicken breast is nice and seasoned. So we're gonna go ahead and take our gloves and I'm gonna take this off for just a second. Okay. We're gonna we're done with our cutting board. Move that out the way. Just wipe my station. Okay, guys. So what I'm gonna do first, we're gonna saute our mushrooms and our spinach. I'm sorry, my mushrooms and the asparagus. So let me just turn. Oh man, put off the other camera just a second, guys. All right. So what I'm gonna do is grab me a spoon. I'm gonna go ahead and put. So I have the tablespoon of butter in here. I'm just gonna use half of it right now. Put that in a pan. I'm gonna turn my pan on about medium. Okay, on about medium. I'm gonna add my asparagus to it. I know you guys can't see it just yet. Just bear with me. My phone got hot again. So I'm just adding my asparagus to the pan with the butter. I think I got all my asparagus out. Okay. Now I'm gonna add a little garlic to that as well. And then I'm gonna add my mushroom. I'll show you guys that in just a second, what it looks like here in my little pan. And you can really add pretty much whatever you want to add to your stuffed chicken. You don't even have to, you can just do cheese and spinach or, whatever you want. So we're back. I'm just waiting for it to load here.
We've got about 4 minutes left of cooking time on
Four
your
minutes
20
left.
minutes.
Uh, okay, awesome. Thank you. Okay, guys. So here's my asparagus and mushrooms. You guys. Oh, let me add a little bit of garlic in there. I know, Granny, you don't care too much for mushrooms. What about you, Mom? You like mushrooms?
Yep,
Gotcha.
that looks really good.
It
Made my
smells
mouth
good.
water. Look, I'm glad I had a sweet potato in the air fryer so I can sit here and eat on my sweet potato.
Oh, so I'm adding a little, just salt and pepper to this, guys. Is what I'm adding. So my mushroom is starting to turn. My asparagus, some of it getting a little soft. Thank you, thank you. Again, to some of you guys, Salila says it looks like lasagna minus the red sauce. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's a meatless lasagna. Like, okay. So we got just about 4 minutes on our. Well, now we're probably down to what, 2 minutes maybe,
A minute and a half.
minute and a half.
Hmm.
So, Susha, did you guys know that you guys are like star of the show?
No, really?
Yeah. Everyone's like, I love your show, but I really like your mom, your grandma, your auntie. They're funny. I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh, they should catch us off camera.
Exactly. Like those, you guys are my co-stars. You guys are famous. Watch the show
Yeah.
for you guys
And your
too.
granny. I get tickled watching your granny because she be
I know,
looking at,
right?
I know she be looking at the big screen TV, her iPad, her phone, her tablets, and she just every now and then I'll see her looking somewhere else. I'm like, what is mama watching on her TV or iPad or whatever?
Right. All right, guys. As you can see, I'm adding in my spinach.
40 seconds.
Perfect. And I'm turning off the heat.
Oh, that looks so good.
So I turned off the heat. As you can see, my spinach is wilting down.
You lost a piece.
I know.
That piece needs salvation. Bring them back into the fold.
Right. Bring it back. Nah, down there. I'm not trying to burn myself again. So, thank you, Sister Nat. You like my hat? Should I tell y'all where I got it from?
Nope.
Okay. Secrets. No.
Up there's the alarm. Your 20 minutes are up.
Okay, perfect. And our spinach, our asparagus and mushroom mixture is done. That look good, guys.
It really does.
I'm just gonna add the remaining spinach I have. Because no matter how much spinach you add, it's still gonna cook down to a tablespoon. So
Hmm.
I just added in the rest of that spinach. So that'll will down. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this off of the screen for just a moment. We're going to take a look at our our gratin. And remember, the only thing we're gonna do is take the foil off, and we're gonna put it back in the oven. So let's grab that. Oh, guys, it smells. Oh my goodness, let me move this up here. Be careful when you're taking your foil off. You want to remove your foil. So I guess I should wait. Hold on. You guys can't see it yet. Uh-oh. All right, my phone got hot again. Okay, so remove your foil away from you guys. You know, like the opposite side of you. Don't open it towards you. Do the opposite way. Ooh, it's nice and bubbly. Okay, so it doesn't look like much. So I'm gonna just show you guys what it looks like. Put this down. Can you see that?
Yes.
So we're
It
gonna go
looks
ahead
rich.
and sand.
Something looks rich in that. Like it
Yes.
looks like it have some buttery flavoring to it.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Hold on. Uh-oh. Hold on. Okay. I don't messed up something now. I don't want to say. Okay, we're gonna get this right together. Okay. There we go. We good? We good? Stay. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and put this back into the oven. Okay. We're gonna put it back in the oven for another 20 minutes. All right, so Michelle, if you can give us another 20 minutes, please.
Done.
Thank you. So what we're going to do is I do need my cutting board back. So let me bring my cutting board back. Let me grab some gloves. And then what we're gonna do now, guys, is start to stuff our chicken. Okay, so I'm gonna grab our other pan here. And put on some gloves. Let me crack this door. It's hot in here. Okay, just get a little air in here. All right, so to our spinach mixture that we have, I'm just gonna go ahead and add that the mozzarella and the Gouda cheese that I have to that. So remember, it's off the fire. It's not cooking, but I'm just mixing it in with my spinach and my asparagus. We're gonna then take the rest of our butter. We're gonna add that to our pan and turn our pan on medium high. Well, I like medium. All right, so I'm gonna bring our other camera back. One second. All right, so I'm gonna add. So we're gonna just take our chicken. Now, one side of my chicken had a hole in it. If you can see that, so that's gonna be my top part. I'm gonna try to keep that together. But anyway, we're gonna take our some of our mixture. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in there. What I am gonna do, I do have let me see if this will fit in there. I do
That
have
poor
a,
little chicken needs a suture.
say it again.
I said that poor little chicken needs a little suture.
I know, right? So I am just gonna try to stick this through here. We can seal our chicken on the side. You can use whatever you have there. This I just kind of stuck one of these things in there. And then I'm gonna go ahead and pan. And we're gonna do the same with this bad boy. Take our mixer. And again, the cheese I used was mozzarella and Gouda. And I'm gonna put our oil in here. All right, guys. So we're done with this. I'm gonna just clean off my face. Grab. Okay, I'm done with everything. Wipe this down real quick. And I'm gonna show you guys what our chicken looks like. All right, guys. So we have our chicken in there. I had some bamboo sticks that I used to just kind of pitchfork it together, if you will. Jello, I need to taste your cooking. Yes, you do, girl. I got something in store for you guys. It's coming soon, I promise you. Soon to a location near you. It's coming soon, coming soon. I will have announcements to make soon and very soon. So just be on the lookout for that. So you definitely will have your chance, your opportunity. Hey, come on by. I'll cook. I like to host. Come on by. Okay, so we're gonna cook this, guys. I have it on like medium, a little higher than medium, but not quite medium high. Okay, so it's like medium, a little higher. And we're gonna cook that for about 6-8 minutes. We'll see, and then we'll flip it. But because I did marinate this in lemon juice, it shouldn't take too long for the chicken to cook because lemon juice, as we know, cuts down on that cooking time. It actually starts the cooking process for the chicken. So I don't want to over dry our chicken breast because chicken breast can. It does have the tendency to be a drier meat. So we're just gonna watch it. About 6 minutes, I'm gonna take a look at it and see if we're gonna go ahead and flip it. So that's our chicken. How much longer do we have on our grind?
12.5 minutes.
Good. That should take us about when our chicken is done, and then we'll just see if we need to do it over. Not do it over, but add more time to our gratin. That'll let us know if we need to add more time to that. But guys, it smells so good here. Oh my goodness. That gratin and this chicken. Oh my goodness. So I can already see I'm gonna have some spillage on my one chicken that needed. What did you say? The suture that needed a suture, but that's okay. Okay, it's okay. A little spillage never hurt
It's
anybody.
gonna be good.
Oh, okay.
And if that cheese gets a little brown and ooh, child, a little crispy.
Mm-hmm. And you can do that. So, you can add a little bit to your inside if you want to put a little grated or a little fine shredded cheese on top and put it under the broiler just for it to get a nice crunch. Sous chef, you might be onto something. You might just do that. Might just do that. You can turn it down just a little bit. Because I see that the butter and stuff is just getting a little brown. I don't want it to burn. You don't want your butter or your oil to burn. So you just kind of giving it a stir here. And I got the organic. Oh, my phone must have gotten hot. So you guys can't see it yet. But I got the organic. Of course, you guys know I love the Amish. So I got the Amish chicken. They seem to do it best around these parts of the USA. So I got their chicken. So we don't want it to burn. So it's looking real good underneath there, guys. Ooh, it's looking real good, y'all. Okay, so we're just gonna grab this little spoon here and some of my oil butter dripping that I have. I'm gonna kind of pour that on top. Yeah, so good, y'all. Are you guys all are ready for Christmas? Christmas is
Pretty
just
much
what, 2 weeks
10 minutes,
away? 3 weeks away? I think it's 2 weeks away now, right? Christmas, let's see,
just
3
about.
days, just about 2 weeks.
You had about 9.5 minutes left on you.
9.5 minutes? Okay. Yeah, we got 2 weeks. Christmas is in 2 weeks. Are you
Hmm.
guys ready for Christmas?
Yeah, most of the stuff I
Do you
ordered
feel
came
like
in already.
do you feel like you're in the Christmas spirit?
Yeah,
A
what's
little
the goal?
bit?
I said I didn't really want gifts this year for Christmas. Life isn't all about things. I think I'm starting to really get to the place to where things aren't so important because I have things. So I don't know. I told people don't buy me clothes, don't buy me any more clothes, no more shoes, no more. If you want to give me money, that's another thing. But I'm good on it.
That's right.
I'm really good. I'm so satisfied right now in terms of what God has blessed me with until I'm not focusing on things.
That's good. That's good. Okay, so you say you're not ready. You aren't ready. And you are doing Black Friday or sorry, Black Business Shopping. Nice, nice. Well, Angel Hair by Sherelle, they do have gift certificates going on right now. So if you know somebody who needs to get their hair done, can afford to get their hair done, then hit me up.
I think that's going to be the route I'm going to take.
Say it again.
I said, I think that might be the route I'm going to take. So you get me some certificates together.
Yeah, you need some certificates. Okay.
Hmm.
All right, guys. So it's time for me to flip these bad boys. Family. Okay, someone said family will be my Christmas present. That sounds like home. Like, that's what's important. Uh-oh, hold on, sorry. All right, sorry guys. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to flip our chicken.
Oh, does that look good?
Yes.
It sure does. I'm glad I had that baked sweet potato. 'Cause I tell
So
you,
what
I'm just salivating over here.
I'm gonna take these pins out just so I can flatten that chicken and get it cooked all the way through.
Ooh, the one that needed the suture looks all right to me.
Huh?
I said the one that needed the suture looks all right to me.
I know, right?
Yes, indeed.
Alright, there we go. Alright, guys, so we're gonna let that continue to cook. Okay, family is gonna be your Christmas. I feel you on that. With these other comments. Yummy. I know, right? Your business is my number one. Oh, thank you. Oh, you need about five. I got you. Just let me know. All right, guys, that's looking real good. How much longer do we have on our
5.5 minutes.
5.5 minutes? Okay.
Yes.
So I'm just taking some of this delicious oil and dripping that's on the bottom and just putting it on back on top of this chicken.
Ooh, child. Oh, the camera got hot. Phone got hot.
All right, moving it back, moving it back. Y'all see how long my hair is getting? Hair for
I see.
Very long.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to keep my promise. I said I was gonna see how long it'll grow without cutting it. So we'll see how
Yeah,
long it
right.
grows.
We'll see.
I am. Well, I'm growing just the mane. So some of you who don't know, I have a mohawk. So I have no hair all the way like on the sides going all the way back. Kind of cut like a V like that. And I want a nice long mane. So I'm just trying to see how long it's gonna grow. It's super thick, so don't be fooled. A lot of people don't know that I don't have hair on the sides of my head. They're like, it looks like you have a full head of hair, and I'm like, I know, super thick. That chicken
Ain't
looks
it? Look,
amazing. You see some fat neck, girl? I got some inches. You gotta see this all the way through. I know, I know. You gotta. I know you talking about my hair. I know that's what you talking about.
right. Gotta be. Because we all
Yeah,
gotta see that.
I'm gonna do it, y'all. Watch. It's gonna be long. Watch. Then y'all gonna ask me when I'm gonna cut my hair. You're gonna be like, okay, it's too
No,
long now.
I won't ask.
But you just want to make sure your chicken is cooked all the way. Okay, we don't want no salmonella. I don't go to the hospital on Sundays. So on Mondays I don't go either. So actually I don't go period. So just make sure your chicken is done before you decide to take it out because it looks so good. You want to take it out and start eating. You gotta wait let it get done first.
3 minutes.
3 minutes, perfect. Guys, we're making great time. Okay, we're making great time. We're gonna check our gratin to see how that looks. Decide if we need to add a little bit more time or not.
Yeah, because you
But this
started at 4 o'clock, right?
yeah, we started at 4.
It's only 5:40. So you're doing good.
I know.
Hmm.
We're making good time. Cooking with gas.
Yeah, I don't care for electric stoves. I prefer to cook with gas too.
You know what I meant.
I know.
So good. Thank you, Granny.
Right.
3 minutes.
The pressure on.
Oh.
On. On. 2 minutes.
Oh, this looks so good. 2 minutes. Oh, you guys. Oh my goodness. Whew. This is gonna be excellent. It's gonna be so good.
I'm sure it is. I almost thought I smelled some chicken.
So just that's the smell.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh guys, I think the chicken is done. We're just gonna leave it on there until our other dish is done.
1 minute, 10 seconds.
1 minute. Okay. I'm just getting the other camera here so you guys can see.
45 seconds.
5 seconds.
45. Well, now 40. Ooh, yum ers. We can't hear you if you're talking.
Bam.
Now we can hear you.
So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off because I believe our chicken is done. I'm just gonna turn it off and just leave it on the heat. Leave it on the stove for it to go ahead and finish cooking and doing what it's gonna do. Okay. And did our alarm go
Time.
off?
It just went off. Yep.
Okay, perfect. All right, I'm just gonna move this back some guys. And maybe you can see both of these on the well. Okay, so I think we need a little bit more time. We have some liquid on top. I'll show you guys real quick.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll have some liquid. So we're just gonna go ahead. What I'll do is I'm gonna turn our broiler on. Okay. And then we're gonna go ahead and stick that back under the broiler and we're just gonna keep watching it just to make sure our top doesn't get too burned. What I am gonna do is just take some of that because all that is the oil.
Yeah,
So I
probably
just
from the cheese.
say it again.
Probably a lot of the fat from the cheese.
Yeah, fat from the cheese. So I just drained that off. So let me show you guys what it looks like. It's as liquidy as it looked at first once you drain the fat off.
Uh-huh.
So we're gonna go ahead and put that under the broiler, and that should go ahead and get us to where we need to be. Okay.
Okay.
So we'll just I'm gonna close the oven. We're gonna open up our broiler, and we're gonna put that under there. All right, y'all.
Probably
Just
start
grab.
your dishwater and get your dishes done.
I know, girl. That's what I should do right now, right? Okay, that's what I'm
Right.
gonna do. Just like it
What
down my
you gonna do
counter
with the butt of
here.
the squash?
Say it again.
What you gonna do with the butt of the squash?
I don't know. You want it? I'll bring it to you.
If you're not gonna do anything with it,
Okay, I'll bring it to you.
if you had no plans, I might try to do my meatless sausage.
Oh yeah,
Stuff it.
that's perfect for you because this is small individual. Yeah, you can have it.
Mhm. Okay.
What was I gonna say? I was supposed to say something. I am gonna get my dishwater together though.
that blue looks so pretty on you.
Say it again.
I was telling your granny that blue looks so pretty on her.
Oh, thank you.
I know,
So
doesn't it? That color blue.
Thank you. Thank you.
mhm,
Good.
that's it.
Yeah. Flaunt it.
Right. I get it from my mama.
Yeah.
Right.
So, mommy, what are you thinking about for Christmas? Any particular thing you want?
Oh, let's see here. Not really.
You already got your new phone, and you that's got you feeling like it's Christmas already.
Yeah.
Then Angelica buying you your accessories.
Yeah.
Well, you all want to hear a funny story? I'll tell the funny story. Uh, Angelica's still gonna wrap. Well, I said Angelica's still gonna wrap her gifts for her granny, although we gave it to her early. And the guy before it was funny because I called Angelica. I said, "Oh, I know you want to get your granny something for Christmas, so you're gonna buy all the accessories for her phone." So Angelica said, "Okay, that's fine. Just let me know what my total is." So the guy, pulls all the accessories out. Then he, puts the new screensaver on, puts the new case on. He's doing all the stuff. And he got ready to throw the boxes away. I said, "Oh, hold on. Don't throw those boxes away. This is her Christmas gift from her granddaughter. Her granddaughter's still gonna wrap these boxes and give it to her grandma." So
Exactly.
It was so
Exactly.
nice.
Just like my mom gave me an early Christmas present. I'm put it in a bag and put it under my tree and open it and be like, oh,
well, I
put
should
it
have
in my
kept it. I thought you were gonna use it before Christmas. I still got
bag.
something else for you for Christmas, but I thought you were gonna use that before Christmas.
No. No, I want to buy all my gifts.
Okay. Well, bring it back. I'll wrap it.
Okay, I bring the when I bring your butternut squash. I know that's right. Exactly. Good idea. Right? Hey, might as well. Okay. Oh, dishwater. Okay. So I got my dishwater going. Let's check our overwriting. Oh yeah. So I'm gonna drain off some more fat. Okay, this looks good. Then I'm gonna grab a plate. We're gonna plate with. I'm gonna put our chicken breast on there. So guys, we're done. Uh-oh, chicken. My chicken is so juicy. It's like it's falling apart.
Get something in your eye.
Yeah, piece of hair. Hair.
Air. Woo. Inside joke. Woo.
And be so surprised, right? I'm gonna wrap my desk open and be so like,
Is that for me?
all right, guys, just a little bit for the potatoes, and really we are done. I'm just gonna grab a
Don't forget to
fork.
take pictures.
Say it again.
Don't forget to take pictures.
I got you.
Why haven't I seen the pictures posted?
Huh?
I don't think I've seen your pictures posted.
I posted it. I posted the instant show.
Did you?
I think I did. Yeah.
I don't know that I saw the I don't know that I saw it. I saw you post some beef something that you made that looked really good with rice, but I'm trying to remember if I saw the show pictures.
Oh, well, let me double check and maybe it didn't go through. I thought
And
I
I
did.
mean, my algorithms have been off on my Facebook. I know there were some other birthday wishes on there, and I cannot find them. I can't get to them. And I'm just like, I don't know what in the world is going on with Facebook
Yeah.
or Meta, which their new name Meta.
All right, guys. So we're going to take this out. Now, our gratin potatoes. I'm going to show you guys what that looks like. And it is cheesy, okay? Uh-oh, hold on. Let me get the camera right.
Uh, mm,
So that's our gratin potatoes, okay?
right.
So now I'm going to turn it back over to our plate. Grab a spoon. So there's our chicken. I'm going to add our potatoes. I can have potatoes, but our butternut squash, I mean, it does have potatoes in it.
We
Oh,
lost your other camera. It must have
no.
gotten hot again.
Yeah. Oh, this is so good. And everything is so tender.
I
The
bet it
potato,
smells so good.
it does. The butternut squash, the cheese. I've never had Gruyere. Gruyere.
Gruyere. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I've
Gruyere.
had that cheese before, but I'm sure that it goes perfect with this butternut squash and these potatoes. So, guys, my plate looks so good. Hold on, I need to add some garnish.
Your parsley.
Y'all already know. Just a little bit, just a little, not a lot. Somebody said, you don't put all this parsley on food because it makes it look nice. I don't know.
And it's your
Okay.
business.
Right, and it's my business. Thank you. Steph told me it was my business. I just added a little for real. I didn't add much. Okay. I'm gonna take my pictures and then I'll show you guys. Oh, I can't wait to eat y'all. I have no idea.
Oh, I'm sure we have an idea. Because we all probably sitting here like, oh, what am I gonna eat after watching Jello show?
Right? I know everybody be like, I have to go get me something to eat and come back and watch. All right, come on, phone. Yeah, this looks so good. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm gonna take my picture first and then I'll come back. So, okay, guys, let's take a picture. Move that out the way. Portrait. Okay, flash on. Okay. Gotta get those angles. Okay, y'all. Take my picture. Sorry. I had to get those angles. I had to get those angles. Okay, so we're gonna add back to the screen here. I'm gonna turn this oven off because it's still hot in here. Make sure you turn this stuff off. Okay. Make sure y'all can see. We're gonna come back.
Yum. Mm-hmm.
Alright, guys.
Ooh, wee.
Here is our. Did I go too far?
Move your foot. Oh, child.
Alright, y'all. Here is
Ready to
our
go my head like, oh my.
Perfect.
butternut squash and potato gratin with Gruyere cheese and Parmesan and some heavy cream and milk. And then we have a stuffed chicken breast with asparagus, some Gouda and mozzarella cheese with some herb
Spinach
seasoning.
and mushroom.
Say it again.
With
Oh,
spinach and
mushroom.
mushroom.
Yes. Thank you. I forgot the mushrooms and the mushrooms. So here's our plate, guys.
Mmm. Yum, yum, yum.
So, Rennie, do you want to bless our food?
All right.
All right.
Heavenly Father, we thank you right now for the Jello cooking show. We thank you for blessing it. We ask you to bless the food, purify the food, let it be nourishing for the body, for Christ's sake, in Jesus' name. And I pray that you will bless all of those who are watching and learning. And we thank you for it. And may the show continue to be success. May it grow to be worldwide in Jesus' name.
Jesus'
And we'll
name.
forever give you the praise. Amen. And it is so.
It is
Amen. And it is so.
amen. And it is so. All right, y'all. It's time to taste. Okay. I don't know what I want to try first. I don't know if
The
I want to try the chicken.
potatoes.
Okay, taste the potatoes first. Okay. Amen. Yes. Amen. All right, let's taste our potatoes. So I want to get some potato. Ooh, y'all. Look how it's just breaking apart. Can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to get some butternut squash. Ooh, y'all. This looks so good. I don't want to burn my taste buds because it's real
I
hot.
know I was thinking that. Don't let that cheese, because that cheese will stick.
I know. I don't know if I can see the steam coming off of it.
Mm.
Probably not. Mm. Oh my. Oh my goodness, y'all. For real, I was just crying. This tastes so good. Oh my
Really?
goodness. This tastes amazing. Like, it tastes like just old rotten potatoes. Like, you can't. Oh my goodness, so good. And that thyme. Oh my goodness. And the cheese. This cheese is really good. Do the happy
Okay.
dance. Do the happy dance. Do the happy dance. Do the happy
I do.
dance. Do
I have it.
the happy. Oh my goodness, you guys. This is so amazing. Like, it's so good. When you said it looks rich, it tastes rich. Okay. Oh, y'all, this is so good. You have to, make this for Christmas. I'm telling you guys, they will love this.
How about you
Mm.
make it for Christmas?
If you want me to make it for you, let me know. I'll make it for you. Okay. Mm. Y'all, just one more bite. I'm sorry. One more bite. Oh my goodness, these potatoes are so good. Mm. I don't think I'm going back to au gratin potatoes, like regular potatoes. I think I'm just gonna do the butternut squash. Oh, it's so good. Mm. Okay, I just had to have one more bite. Mm. Okay, you guys. Now we're gonna. I want to get all my filling. Okay, I got something in there. Oh, y'all, this is so good. Hold on, I need to get some of this filling on the inside. The end, the butt part didn't have much in there, and the chicken is just so tender. Look at that. You guys see?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know where the camera is.
We
It's right
see it.
here. So good.
Mm-hmm.
So you gonna taste this? That's still a big piece. Now my plate look like I'm just picking through it. I'm sorry, y'all. But guess what? It does not change the fact that this tastes good. Okay, let's go. Um, quit playing. You guys stop. Stop. You guys don't sleep on Cooking Jello show.
Okay.
Y'all cannot be making these meals. When I say make these meals, y'all make these meals. I'm telling you. Hey Juicy, welcome to the show, girl. I just made the bomb cheesy butternut squash gratin, girl, amazing. And then I made a stuffed chicken breast with some spinach, mushroom, and asparagus. Now you know chicken breast is usually dry, but this right here is juicy. Mm. And the seasoning, oh my goodness. And the Gouda, mm, you guys. Okay, I gotta stop the show. Y'all about to see another side of me. I'm about to just, oh my, this food is so good, you guys. You have to make this. You have to try it. If you don't want to make it, call me up. I'll make it for you. This is
How much you
amazing.
charging for Christmas meals? I said, how much you charging for Christmas meals?
Okay, girl, let me post. I'm gonna post it for you. I'll
Yeah,
go
you
ahead and
need to.
post it for you. I'm gonna
Mhm.
post it on the Cooking Jello show page and on my regular page, so you guys can see. But yes, I am gonna pat myself on the back. Yes, I am, because this is amazing. I'm sorry, guys. Mm, this is so good. Oh my gosh, I'm talking with my mouth full. I'm like devouring this plate. So I think I should say we've had another successful Cooking Jello show, and I'm gonna end the show, guys. Remember to give love, remember to sow love, and you will reap love. And it's only 6 o'clock.
Not bad.
And
Wow.
we talked. I cut up my stuff, so you know it's gonna be shorter than the time it took us. But it's only 6 o'clock. Now I get to sit and enjoy this meal. So I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for always taking time out on Wednesday and on Sundays, every other Wednesday and every other Sunday, to come to my kitchen, cook with me, and eat with me and talk with me. I love you guys so much. And I will see you guys not in 2 weeks, because in 2 weeks it will be Christmas. But I'll try to make some things for you guys during the weekend, post the ingredients and things that you'll need to try to make it yourself during the week. But if I don't see you guys before Christmas, I want you all to have a wonderful Christmas. Remember the season for the reason for the season, and enjoy your family, enjoy your friends, and you guys be safe. And I love you. And I probably won't see you guys until New Year, probably, depending on the date. But again, like I said, I'll try to post some things for you guys during the week so you have something to cook or try. So I love y'all.
Love you too. Safety and
Love you
peace.
more. Safety and peace.
Safety and
Thank
peace.
you.
Everybody. Love you all.
Love you
Bye.
all. Bye.
Bye bye.
Ziggy said bye y'all too. He said Merry
Right.
Christmas.
Last minute. Bye.
He's mad because he's in his cage because y'all know y'all Neff dog. You know how he
Right.
acts in the kitchen. He's always trying to trip me up, trying to get a free base. Couldn't have that come today. So
He knows
he
the
said
food is done.
oh yeah, you noticed that, right? He hadn't made a sound all during the whole show until now. So I love y'all. See you later.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.